In this video, we argue that it is irrational to invoke mathematical concepts such as singularity and black hole to explain the exotic orbit of stars. A black hole is a mathematical concept, not a physical object. Mainstream theorists, researchers, and astronomers have for decades hypothesized that there are mysterious objects called black holes roaming the cosmos. A black hole is alleged to be what is left after a star many times the size of our sun collapses gravitationally on itself. In 1983, Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar won the Nobel Prize for proving mathematically that such a star collapses to zero radius. In his popular bestseller, Stephen Hawking recounts for us Chandrasekhar's 50-year plight to get recognition for his work. According to Hawking, both Eddington and Einstein dismissed Chandrasekhar's proposal that a star could shrink to zero size. And yet, in spite of Eddington and Einstein's early resistance, Chandrasekhar was awarded the 1983 Nobel Prize in Physics for proving that a black hole does indeed collapse to absolutely nothing. It is because of Chandrasekhar's work that theorists today believe, spread, and teach that a black hole crushes all matter out of existence. Black hole proponents argue that a humongous star compresses itself so much that it morphs from a star into a region. The fatal problem with this theory is that a region is not a standalone object. A region is a concept. A region is always of something else. It is irrational in physics to propose that a region has the ability to move and influence objects. Black hole theorists appear to have fallen victims to a circular argument. Mass is defined as a measure of the amount of matter in an object. A black hole crushes all matter completely out of existence, but proponents somehow conclude that a black hole is made entirely of mass, a mathematical concept that occupies zero volume. It is this abstract concept, this nothingness, this empty region, that theorists will invoke as a physical object to explain the orbits of stars around nothing, and why some stars lose their gaseous skin to their surroundings. Theorists prove the existence of black holes indirectly. Mainstream theorists, researchers, and astronomers have for decades been taught and are convinced that phenomena attributed to black holes are powered by mass and gravity. They have never entertained any other possibility. One recent Nobel Prize winner explains, "Black holes were the best explanation for what was observed. You see the center of the galaxy. If there's a black hole there with a few million times the mass of the sun, you think that the stars are going to move really, really fast. You need something very massive to drive that kind of short period orbit. It's hard to conceive of anything else that is center other than a supermassive black hole." Another Nobel Prize winner testifies as to how the theorists proved the existence of black holes. "While we can't see black holes as such, we can see that they're there and what they are through their interaction with visible objects like stars, like gas in their vicinity. The goal then is to show that the gravitational potential of a galaxy nucleus is dominated by a compact, non-stellar mass, and that this central mass concentration cannot be anything but a black hole. In other words, theorists invented the mathematical abstraction popularly known as black hole because they could think of no mechanism other than mass and gravity to explain what astronomers observe in the night sky. They claim to have proven the existence of these massive non-entities indirectly by observing the behavior of visible celestial objects. This leads to an inevitable analogy with those who claim to prove the existence of God by arguing that no one other than the designer could have created such symbiotic perfection as a bee buzzing around a flower. Black hole theorists hypothesize that space-time is the mediator of gravity. The fatal problem is that space-time is not a physical object. Space-time is a mathematical concept. Likewise, mass is a mathematical concept. Mass just means kilograms. What sense does it make to say that kilograms move stars around or strip them of the gases covering their surfaces? What meaning can it have to say that seconds, kilograms, or number lines are the physical entities that prevent the Earth from flying out of the solar system? But here we will go one step further and show that neither space-time nor mass have anything at all to do with phenomena attributed to black holes. We will argue that the orbit of stars around nothing and the loss of their gaseous skins to the vacuum are not of a gravitational nature. Action at a distance is nothing but witchcraft and black magic by another name. Ever since humans observed things consistently falling to the floor rather than to the ceiling, they instinctively thought of action at a distance. They could see or feel no mediator. At some point, theorists invented gods, angels, and spirits for the same reasons, to explain phenomena that were not mediated by anything visible or tangible. It is because he could neither see nor touch the agent that mediated gravity that Newton was completely baffled by action at a distance, writing, "It is inconceivable that inanimate matter should, without the mediation of something else which is not material, operate upon and affect other matter without mutual contact. That one body may act upon another at a distance through a vacuum without the mediation of anything else is to me so great an absurdity that I believe no man can ever fall into it. Gravity must be caused by an agent acting constantly." But no one really contemplated in any depth the issue raised by Newton. No one realized that there absolutely has to be an elongated physical mediator bridging the gap between two objects. For else, the theorist is in effect invoking witchcraft and black magic to explain the phenomenon. The rational conclusion is not that there is no physical mediator. The rational conclusion is that the agent that mediates gravity is beyond the human senses. Therefore, we will not discover these invisible, intangible objects through experiments, measurement, or equations.